Hey, we're here with Little Big Town. Thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it. This record, Tornado's, only been out for about a month, but it's killing it.
Thank you.
I mean, you've sold, I read somewhere that I think you've sold double the amount of records this time around than the last record in its entirety, right?
That's what we hear. Yeah. It's pretty nice.
So you're all just counting money at the back of the bus?
It's just rolling in like crazy.
Well, Pontoon...
Actually, it's not.
It's not?
Not yet.
Well, we should get somebody to look into that. Pontoon is, of course, the lead track off the record, and just a monster at radio and everywhere. Like it was the summer jam, right, for country music.
It has been the summer anthem. Everyone is saying it has been a great summer for sure, and the fans just latched onto that song from the beginning, and it's been a lot of fun.
Not just the fans though; some of your friends from Nashville latched onto the song. And how'd that video come about?
Capitol put it together for us, and Luke Bryan, I guess, was the first inspiration.
Right.
And Luke is a very inspiring fella, as you know.
Yeah.
So I think he did a little motorboating in the studio, and then it took off from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Even Darius is doing like some crazy. He's not really singing. He's just scatting the whole
giggling.
thing.
He's
giggling. He's laughing.
His giggle is infectious too. He's so cute.
Tornado, of course, is the next song on the record, and I we all saw it on Jimmy Fallon's show, and just the way that song builds live is just really exciting, probably, right? Is that something that you all planned when you were in the studio cutting that record?
Actually, we heard that song, we were drawn to it immediately, but when we got in the studio, we were working with Jay Joyce, new producer, for the first time, and he really had a vision for the song, and he started kind of telling the band guys what to play and where to come in, and he had this vision for the song, and this track really came to life in a new way that we didn't expect. So we're just really proud of the way it turned out.
The whole record seems to be songs that kind of all fit together really nicely. Is that, I would imagine that with all the touring that you do and then getting back to Nashville and spending about a week to put this record together, did you know when you were making the record that it kind of all fit together nicely?
We knew a bunch of it did. I think we knew that there was a group of like 8 or 9 songs that we were really in love with,
right? And
which most are on the record, but some fell to the wayside because when we started like actually having them in the studio, that just things weren't working or didn't sound like they fit the record. Like one in particular that we were all crazy about, but it just didn't belong with this collection of songs, especially when they came to life. So it was a really, really spontaneous process, and yet the song search and writing was lengthy, months ahead of time.
And how does the song search process work? I mean, it's probably different for every band, but there's just I was telling Mike before the interview that there's just tons of people writing music in Nashville. You must have tons of music to choose from. Like, is that crazy, daunting even?
It can be, yeah. It is such a huge writing community, and the publishers were so great. We, the whole writing process, and then the publishers, they send you lots of songs, and there were hundreds and hundreds of songs, and Pontoon actually almost got lost in the shuffle of all of that, because you get so many. You'll get an email with a file of 20 songs on it or whatever, and that was kind of in the middle of one of those links to listen to music for us, and for some reason I woke up one morning and I had been scanning all of those songs, just looking at titles, and that title just was stuck in my head, and I had to go back and check out what the song about a pontoon. What in the world? Who would write a song called Pontoon? And we went back and listened to it, and from the moment we heard it, we were like, we've got to cut that.
Do you guys hear, when you're hearing the demo, do you hear 4-part harmonies? Do you hear the stuff that you put onto a record?
Sometimes, yeah. We can pretty much listen to a song and by listening, we can think, well, our harmonies fit around that. Well, this is lend itself to the little big town kind of thing, and especially when we write, the harmonies just come out as we're writing, so we always know there.
Yeah. Well, of course. I mean, that would make a ton of sense. There's something about, specifically your side of the bed, and I don't know if it's the 4-part harmonies, but there's something really familiar about that song, and I don't know if it's like a Fleetwood Mac thing. Like, I can't tell exactly what it is, but was that the same for you guys when you cut that record, that you knew instantly that song had to be on the record and eventually will be a single?
Yeah, I think we knew when we heard it back that it was special, and of course we're waiting for the right moment to put that one out, because we really think it's going to be, well, we feel that way about so many songs on the record, but we watch the fans when we sing that one live, and it's a honest moment, and it's very dramatic, and in the live show you can see them really connecting with it. So we get lots of tweets and emails and Facebook posts about that song, and we're very excited about sharing that one.
Weird that the two of you are singing the song together at the side of the stage.
No, is it weird?
Yeah, is it weird?
No, I mean, I think it's fun. It's fun to shake it up, and instead of like singing a love song,
right,
sing something that is lonely, and I think that unexpectedness is cool for the band.
Let's talk about the video for Tornado. I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but it's
You
haven't seen it yet.
We
Great.
just cut it last week.
It's coming out. I heard that October 31st. How fitting that it's coming out for Halloween, right?
Yes.
Hopefully it'll be done by then. Yeah, we're excited. We feel like it was a really interesting day of shooting, and worked with a new director on the video. But the whole concept of the video just has a darker tone, and of course, it goes with the song. But we're excited to see the end result. We had some really good actors in the video as well.
Cool. So, what's next? I mean, you're touring this record a ton. Is that the plan? Not just stopping by to play a few cities and here and there, and what's next?
We tour like crazy.
Yeah.
Until December the 15th. I mean, we're finishing Rascal Flatts tour.
Right.
October the 15th ish, I think, and then. No,
that's today.
Yeah, that is today.
It's over. It is over.
Oh gosh, we're finished. The tour was fantastic.
Nice.
We just were laughing before we started the interview that we don't know what day it is.
Right.
And now you know.
Yeah.
We weren't lying. We really don't know what day it is. When do we finish Flat?
The end of the month.
End of the month.
Yeah.
And then we play a few shows on our own. If you're going to be in LA, we're going to do a big show at the Wiltern.
Thanks for that's cool.
I know, it's going to be cool. In November, and then we'll take a break for the holidays and come back out in January. No, February, I think. And we're coming back here.
Oh wow!
In March.
Great. Do you always have to be touring? Is that the thing now with the country?
We just always have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Babies, yes.
Yeah, yes, we have to tour, but we always have. We've always just toured since before when we were begging people to let us play.
Right.
For 13 years, we've been touring. We've taken little, very short breaks here and there, but we tour all the time.
We're addicted to it. We don't know how to stop, but we do have children to feed now.
Right.
So
Overrated. You don't really need to feed.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for taking the time. Appreciate it. And thanks for a beautiful record. And then we'll hope to see you real soon.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thanks for the interview.